Getting fired is never fun. Not that I would know, because I've never been fired. But if you're one of those unlucky souls who've had the dismay of being fired, you know it's not a pleasant experience. Well, celebrities are humans as well, and a lot of the times they get fired from their acting gigs due to their attitude, lack of commitment, or sometimes for reasons beyond their control. What's up, Top Teners? My name is Michael Mello. You're tuned in to Top 10 Beyond the Screens. We've got an Instagram, so go check it out. It's at Top 10 Beyond the Screen. And as always, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. With that said and done, let's get started with the top 10 actors Hollywood has fired. Starting off our list at number 10 is Steve Burns. Now if you don't know who Steve Burns is, then you are officially really young and I'm really old. Steve Burns starred in the original broadcast of Blue's Clues. Steve played himself alongside his trusty sidekick Blue as they go on adventures and find some clues. But mysteriously, Steve left the show and was replaced, which left 5-year-olds extremely confused and upset. Myself included. Well, Steve confirmed he had been let go as he just was getting too old to play the part for the kids' TV show. He said, I quote, "I was pretty much playing a boyish, older, brotherish kind of character on the show. I was getting older, I was losing my hair." And with that, he was let go and the show went on to replace him. In at number 9 is Julianne Moore. Moore was originally signed on to star in the film Can You Ever Forgive Me, but she was fired by the director. Julianne said in an interview with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happened Live, saying, I quote, "I didn't leave that film, I was fired. I think she, the director, didn't like what I was doing. I think that her idea of where the character was different than where my idea of where the character was, and so she was fired." The film's co-star, Richard E. Grant, said that Moore was willing to wear a fat suit and fake nose to look more the part, but the director didn't want to distract the story, and so the role was given to Melissa McCarthy, who actually earned an Oscar nomination for that role. We have Anne Hathaway at number 8. In 2007, Anne Hathaway was originally cast in the film Knocked Up. She was quickly fired before production due to a different stance on the film's portrayal of the explicit birth scene. Hathaway says her and the director argued about the scene choice, but she later admits it was the right call to include the shot in the film. Anne also made note that the film was a tad sexist. The role was then offered to Katherine Heigl, who completed the film and then went on a rant during press explaining how sexist the film was, even though she acted in it. Looks like Anne Hathaway dodged a bullet by being fired, because things happen for a reason. Colin Firth takes the number 7 spot. Now why would anyone fire Colin Firth? The man's a legend. Well, in the 2004 adaptation of the 1958 book Paddington, Colin was originally supposed to provide the voice for the beloved bear. The actor actually went in and recorded all his voiceover work for the film, but after production was completed, producers felt that Colin's voice was a little too old for the character, and thus he was replaced. Now Paddington the movie went on to see great success, so I guess the producers did make the right call, but I still think Colin's version would have been great to see. Next up at number 6 is Ryan Gosling. The award-winning actor was originally cast to play the father in the film The Lovely Bones. However, Gosling surprised cast and crew by gaining 60 pounds for the role, something he was not asked to do. Gosling said he envisioned the character being heavy set. He would drink Haagen-Dazs ice cream as a drink to help him gain weight. However, he never went over this vision with the director, and when the director saw him, they quickly wrote him off. Ryan said in an interview, "Then I was fat and unemployed. This is why you gotta ask your boss before you do anything." At the halfway point with Robert Downey Jr. Mr. Iron Man himself is known to be a great actor, especially in outer space themed movies, but when it came to the film Gravity, to which he was originally casted for, he just didn't fit the role. Robert Downey Jr. is known for improving on camera, but the role demanded a lot of technical terms to be spoken, which proved to be a big obstacle for Robert to stay on script, and so the directors fired him and he was replaced with George Clooney. Number 4. Megan Fox. Now you may remember that Megan Fox played a huge role in the Transformer franchise when they brought it to the big screens. However, she was notably missing from the third installment of the franchise. Why, you may ask? Well, back in 2008, she told a magazine that director Michael Bay wants to be like Hitler on his sets and that he's a nightmare to work for. This didn't sit well with director Michael Bay, neither did it sit well with executive producer Steven Spielberg, and so Megan Fox was fired and quickly replaced. In at number 3 is Chloe Grace Moretz. As we learned with Colin Firth, in animation you can be easily replaced. In the Disney film Bolt, Chloe Grace Moretz was originally supposed to provide the voice of Bolt's owner Penny. Chloe was 11 years old at the time, however, similar to that of Colin, she recorded all her lines, but then Disney executives decided to give her role to Miley Cyrus. However, Chloe's voice is still used as the film's younger version of Penny in a flashback, so at least she still got to be in the movie. And hey, even though she got replaced, at least she got paid. Coming close to the end is Christian Bale at number 2. It's safe to say that American Psycho is one of Christian Bale's most iconic roles. But did you know that the studio casting the role actually went through a lot of options before giving it to Christian? But get this, after being casted and told he had the role, he was then replaced by Leonardo DiCaprio as Leo's film schedule had cleared up. This left Christian Bale in shock, and so he spent more time at the gym in hopes that the role would land back in his lap. DiCaprio announced his involvement at the Cannes Film Festival in 1998, to which the film was supposed to go into production. Leo also wasn't a fan of the film's direction and script, and so he passed on the project and it went back to Christian Bale. Finally, in at number 1 is Natalie Portman. With a household name like Natalie Portman, it's hard to believe she'd ever been fired, but alas, she was. But not for bad behavior. You see, Natalie was originally casted to play Juliet in the film Romeo plus Juliet, to which she would have starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio. But as filming began, the crew noticed how the 14-year-old actress at the time looked way too young to being star-crossed lovers with Leo, who was 21 years old at the time. According to Portman herself, this made some of the scenes smack of child molestation. So in the end, Natalie had to be fired and the role of Juliet was given to Claire Danes. But that's okay though, because as we know, Natalie Portman has had a very successful career ever since. We've reached the end of this video. What did you think of this top 10 list of actors Hollywood has fired? Do you want to see more? Got any suggestions? Well, let me know in the comment section below. As always, check us out on social media, subscribe for more videos, turn on your notifications to stay up to date with Beyond the Screen. I'm Michael Mello, and I'll see you later.